Hi everyone, I'm Jessie and I'm very excited to get to know you through these video blogs. Our assignment asked two questions. The first one was, what did you notice about the skills of counseling? In the video one on listening cycle, there was a basic stance. The counselor faced the client, he nodded. He also talks about reflecting feelings. He invites more. He says, say some more about that. He summarizes, he questions, and the questions are open and closed. In video two, invitation skills, the counselor says, thanks for coming in. She summarizes, she reflects, she has empathy. She says, pretty uncomfortable for you. And then she asks for more. She says, tell me more about the accident. In video two, I want to point out, I thought it was really important that she thanks Kevin for coming in, because it takes courage to come into a counselor's office. And according to our book by Granello and Young on page 251, women are more likely or willing to come to counseling. That's paraphrased. So you have a man here, she thanks him. And so she's acknowledging, hey, he came in, and it takes courage, but she simply showed respect and thanked him for coming in. The second question, are the sessions what I imagined them to be? Why? Why not? Well, yes, there are two people that are seated across from each other. There aren't any distractions. The counselor's focused on the client. It's inviting. It's non-judgmental. And then why not? I was really surprised in the second video when the female counselor reached over and touched Kevin. And I decided to do a little bit of research on that and see if there's any research on touch in counseling, any empirical data. And one of the articles I read was called The Use of Touch in Counseling, an Ethical Decision-Making Model. And basically it talked about the pros of touching, the cons of touching, and gave a decision-making model, 5 decision-making models that you could follow in making that choice. So there's no explicit ethic guidelines on touch. They do caution you, though, as to the increased lawsuits, and they also warn of cultural taboos. Some cultures, it's not okay to be touched. So as we go through this training, I know we're encouraged to come up with our own style, and I think for myself, I would set clear boundaries for myself and expectations that I would not touch clients, especially men, because it might confuse boundaries and it might be misinterpreted. And I just don't want to start down that road. So it keeps it simple for me, no touch. I think in general, people need to be asked if it's okay to touch. So maybe if I have a relationship with someone I've had for a long time, I could say, can I give you a hug? Is that all right? Overall, the counselors were attentive, empathetic, interested, they checked for understanding, and they weren't judgmental. Thanks for watching and have a great week.